Good afternoon, third grade online learners. Welcome to Friday the 13th, 2020. Now I know some of you, the other classes are saying Jumanji, it must be something that happened in the movie. Some people are superstitious. Some people believe things that happen in the movies happen for real. It's superstitions, guys. This is a day like any other day. And I had a boy many years ago named Johnny Musser. And Johnny really liked racing. And his favorite race car driver drove the number 13 car. And he said to me, Mr. Monzo, 13 is my lucky number. And I always remembered that because I used to have a fear of the number 13. I forget there's a phobia for it. Officially, people can be afraid of the number 13. Trichtophobia or something like that. And then once Johnny said that to me, I'm not afraid of 13. It's just any other day. When I wake up, carpe diem, I seize the day, and I make the most of every day. If you get up in the morning, like all these people on Facebook, and they're saying, oh, it's an unlucky day, 13 is an unlucky number, I want you to be more like Johnny Musser, who's probably 30 years old right now. But anyway, Johnny would tell you that's my good luck number. So if there's no reason to be afraid of anything, don't be afraid of it. Welcome to Friday the 13th, a lucky day. Okay?
It's called Friday the 13th.
Yeah, right. We make up all kind of things in our minds that aren't true. Science is a good thing to prove it, to say that there's nothing scientifically wrong with this day. We're going to have a good day, and we can also scientifically do good on our quizzes. All right, so I'm going to get the study guide, and I know we've talked about this pretty extensively. This is on Google Classroom, and I just told the homeroom online learners, if you have not looked this over on lesson plans and study guides, you should look over it before you take the quiz. That way you don't have to retake the quiz. Anybody gets a below 7 out of 10, I give you another chance. Okay? I had a boy this morning got a 2 right out of 10. I gave him another chance, he got them all right. I told him, slow down, try all the answers out, fill in the blanks. If it's not making sense, that's not a good choice. Okay, a lot of the words I put in there are distractors. They distract you from picking the right answer. But they're obvious if you put them in a sentence and try them. They just don't make sense. Okay? All right, so here's the word you should look for. Igneous rock. That is melted rock that forms inside the earth from cooling and hardening. That is right on your study guide. Mantle, the layer of the earth that is in the middle. Glacier, a large mass of slow-moving ice. Mineral, material in nature that has never been alive. Like a rock has never been alive. I remember when I was growing up, we had this thing called a pet rock. It was the silliest thing ever. People were buying them. And they'd paint them different colors, put eyes on them, and people were buying them for like $10. It's a rock.
You could pick up a rock outside.
Yeah, you could get a rock anywhere. Now, some rocks are very valuable. A diamond is a rock,
Oh, yeah.
okay?
An emerald.
But a mineral has never been alive. Core, the deepest, innermost layer of the earth. Earthquake, a sudden movement of large sections of rock under the earth's surface. Metamorphic rock, rocks that are formed when other rocks are changed by pressure and heat. Sedimentary rock, rocks that are formed when sand and small bits of stone are cemented together. Crust, we live on the crust, Earth's thin outermost layer. Fossil, the dead remains of a plant or animal. We live on the crust, the mantle's in the middle, the core's in the center. Now guess what, guys? I just taught this in 4th grade and 5th grade. Every year we add a few pages to this lesson. And when you leave in 5th grade, you don't know everything there is to know about the earth and all its sections. Okay, there's more sections you're going to learn about, more specifically what goes on. But right now, all you need to know is crust, mantle, core. Crust, mantle, core. And we talked about metamorphic, igneous, sedimentary. You might not be able to remember them, but I can tell you what, guys, in the questions I made for the quiz, I didn't put all 3 of them as a choice. Whatever one I'm talking about, you'll be able to find that as a choice, and then the other choices don't make sense. Like I might say, this rock is formed by the heat of the earth, and the choices will be metamorphic rock, spoon, fork, knife. Do any of those make sense?
No.
Now, I don't make it that obvious, but I might use a different vocabulary word in there. Let me look. Oh, I might say fossil. This rock is formed by the heat of the earth. Fossil. You've got to know that's not true. Okay? That word fossil makes sense somewhere else on the test. It doesn't make sense for that question. Okay? So the question has to make sense when you fill in the word. If you fill in the word and you're like, wait a minute, Mr. Mons is not even talking about fossils. That's the dead remains of plants and animals. Then it doesn't belong in that question. Don't be a fossil.
I can. I can.
All right. Don't be a fake fossil. Don't be picking words that don't belong in that sentence. They belong in some other sentence. And guess what, guys? You'll be taking quizzes the rest of your life, probably. At least until you get it. Most of you will definitely get through high school, or you all will. And then most of you will go on to some other training, whether it's college or some technical school. There's always going to be tests along the way. I had a good friend named John Hines. He told me that he did not even have to study the subject to pass the test. Because John was able to look at the question, figure out what words made sense in that question, and get the answer right. Question, go ahead.
What happens if there's two of them?
Well,
if you put in a sentence, they both sound not good.
Well, sometimes it'll say all of the above or B and C or whatever. That's when you get a little bit older. But there are distractors that are going to be close. You have to pick the best one. Now in third, fourth, and fifth, I try not to make those distractors too distracting. Okay, I try to make it obvious. But as you get older, there's going to be ones that are really close. And you have to figure out. Usually two of them, if there's four choices, two will make 0 sense. The other two, it's like, okay, which one? And you just take your time. You'll figure it out like John did. He didn't have to know anything about most topics, but he could figure out the question based on what made sense in that blank. Yes?
I'll probably be good on this test because I've been always learning about planets. Like, you can't, go in Saturn, but you can go in Earth to the crust.
Okay, yes, Saturn's a gas planet, so you're not, if you flew to Saturn, you're not going to land a spaceship there because it's made of gas. Okay, but the Earth, you can probably, well, you definitely can land something on Earth, on the Moon, Mars. The planets that are actually solid material you could land on, but there's a lot of planets that are just gas. I don't see you landing on them. Okay, so stick to the facts, guys. If it makes sense, pick it. If it doesn't make sense, there's going to be 3 answers that don't make sense. Try them all, and then find the one that makes the most sense. All right, guys, have a good luck day. As Johnny Musser once said, that is your good luck number. We will see you on Monday. Let's see what time it is. We've been doing this for 8 minutes. By the way, my good luck number is 5.
Same.
And is it? And it's also 12.
Mine's 2.
I'm not even sure why. Maybe 5 because I liked Speed Racer, and 12 because I liked Terry Bradshaw, who was a Steelers quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. See you Monday.